This PSA was brought to you by the Peter G Show.
You may have second thoughts after the show.
Don't drink the Foster. We're really talented. We should get Oscars.
Just pick out a car, for Christ's sake.
No, hi, my name is Peter. Yeah, I want. Here's good.
Yeah.
Madam Perry.
I need to get back in the genie bottle.
Louis from Pennsylvania, you're on. He likes it. It's showtime.
Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Divorced dad, single dad. Divorced dad, single dad. Peter G Show.
Ooh, that's right. It's showtime. Whoops. Fell asleep at the wheel. Wednesday evening, right here, ladies and gentlemen. Life of Peter G, the Peter G Show. I am really glad you're going to be here tonight. Or I'm really glad you're here tonight. Some are still tuning in. We always take a second to get caught up because I know if I didn't have this show, I'd forget. I know Pepsi forgets. But well, that's another story we'll talk about in a little bit. But gonna be a great show tonight. How the hell is everybody tonight? Wednesday, somebody sent me a picture of some snow on the ground this morning, or frost in some parts of the country. Sorry, sorry, but it's all good. It's good tonight. We're back on YouTube. Tonight is going to be a censor-friendly show. So I have no threat. I don't think there's any threat of it's going to be nothing but goodness. Oh my goodness. And so for my YouTube people, sorry. Again, it's not me. Just trying to let people voice their voices. And tonight we're going to be doing some really great voicing because tonight I'm excited. Coming up in a few minutes, we got celebrity medium or psychic medium. I don't know if those words go together or singularly. Miss Toni Greene is going to be on, and boy is she good, and scary good, like in a good way, like wow. So I'd stick around if I were you. This is the kind of stuff you don't want to miss. Right here, folks. As I said, it doesn't get any better than this. Right here. Anyway, speaking of not getting any better than this, that reminds me, let's bring on my old pal, Senor L. Well, I don't want to say L. Senor the Pepster.
Oh my goodness. Good evening, Peter G. How are you, sir?
How are we?
Yes. Always good to see you.
No, it's good. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
Hey, I before we get started, I don't want to lose my train of thought here, but do you know that this coming April 17th, which is this Sunday, besides it being American Easter, it's also going to be the 6th year anniversary from the day the Peter G Show started, first went on the internet, believe it or not.
Wow, that's huge. No, I did not know that. That's huge.
Yeah. And
I for the Peter G Show. Wow.
Yeah, and what we'll do is, I wasn't ready. Well, it just kind of came to my mind actually this afternoon. And the thing was, I should have pulled up the original. You put together the original trailer when it was the Jim and Peter show.
Oh no!
Oh no! I love that trailer. I think it was great. It only took us a year and a half to make, but I mean, the thing is, here's the thing. The thing is, we have been on since 2000 when it started. The first year was the Jim and Peter really didn't go as well as anticipated. And then it went to the Peter G Show to 2011, 2012.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, that's 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I'm calling you up and I'm going, hey, I got this idea. I need you to put this film together.
Wow.
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 Yeah. You were in
Yeah.
Houston.
That
then.
that was a minute ago for sure.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Well, congratulations. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
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 Ta-da!
Yes.
Yes.
Ta-da! Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's been all I can tell you, Ben. It's been a long ride, and the trip ain't over.
Yeah, but it's been a good ride though too.
Yeah. It has. It's had its bumps, but you know what? They've been. Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's life. Right.
Tipsy
Shit happens.
turvy.
Yeah.
Tipsy turvy.
Anyway, okay. Enough of that. How you doing and what's going on?
Oh, man, it's a great day to be alive, man. I had another flat, man, on my bicycle coming into the studio. So I was on the bus. I saw it.
Yeah?
It went, there's a frog on the bus. I was like, dude, man, what are you doing here? He's like, my car got towed away. I
thought you were telling me a story. That was a joke.
It's a true story.
Oh,
it's a true
sorry.
story. Hello.
Oh, wow.
Today is a National Scrabble Day. Did you know that? National Scrabble Day.
Scrabble.
Scrabble. Yeah, Scrabble.
Have you ever played Scrabble? I think I've played it twice in my life.
No, I don't know how
and
to spell.
I was 4. That's true. That's true.
You were 4, and you knew how to spell when you were 4?
No, but I mean,
I'm
you just had those things. You're just standing them up, and you're like flicking them. Yeah. I was a little devious.
Also, it's a National Pink Day. Just to let you know.
Pink. My
National Pink Day. I don't know where they come up with this stuff.
No, I don't know either. I don't know why you bring it to our attention.
By the way, did you hear that really seriously they had several private astronauts go up to the International Space Station?
No, I didn't hear that.
No, it's true. I mean, they paid, to do their own research, but
yeah.
Right.
Like millions.
Yes, a lot of money,
like $55 million or something a person.
Right, and the one was just claustrophobic. He needed a little space.
Wow. Ironically, they really did go up. Is that why you brought that? Okay.
Yes. No, seriously. So that's huge, in space history, in space time, that is.
Well, for just your average person going up, but they paid the price. I mean, it's
but they're actually going to conduct their own experiments and whatever. So, I mean, they just didn't go up there just to look down at the blue marble and, whack off in space or whatever. They actually went there to do, experiments and whatever.
I would like to see you go up in space because it's one thing because you're in constant space down here, but I'd like to see you up there. I'm
spaced enough already.
Yes, exactly. I want to see you match your own atmosphere. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen. Before I even forget, I don't want to get Tony on and get going, but next week. Let me go here. Where are we? Next week. I don't know. V exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, April 20th, Wednesday, April 20th. Live from Poland. We're going to have somebody on from Poland, the radio talk show host of the Red Pill Hardcore Show. He's going to be on this show next week. There we go again. See what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yes, I did. He's good.
We got it. Yeah.
I know. I got to work on it. If I hadn't had a flat on the way into the studio, I would fix that today. Anyway, I'll get to it next week.
Okay. What was that sound? Okay, so anyway.
Who are these people?
Can I start over again, please?
Please.
All right. Wednesday, April 20th, right here on this show, live from Poland. He's going to be here. He's in Poland and radio talk show host of the Red Pill Hardcore Show, V, is going to be on this show. And we're going to talk about, we're going to go off YouTube again. I'm going to have to because I don't know what triggers them, but I don't want to take the chance of getting wiped out.
For sure.
And we're going to be talking about the current war and things like that. And who knows, whatever the hell else we want to talk about. And so I suggest you tune in because he's right there. So I thought that'd be a really good thing because there's a lot of fact and fiction going on. So we'll find out his version of it, and then you guys can always decide. But that's what's happening. next.
It is really going to be
Wednesday.
good. That's going to be a good show. He's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's been on the show several times before, but Wednesday, April 20th, the radio talk show host from the Red Pill Hardcore Show from Poland, right here on this show, and he's going to be up at 3 a.m. to do this show. So I'm glad he's going to do it. But he likes
coming. That on? That he's on New Network or whatever.
The Liberty Beacon or the Liberty Network or
I'll get the details.
Hey, look, if you type in Red Pill Hardcore Show, he comes up because he does 4 nights a week, Monday through Thursdays. It's a live radio show internationally, and he's going to be on this show. But anyway, that's where we're at, folks. And I would be here because, again, damn exciting stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, anything left? Otherwise, I'm going to bring Toni in because she's waiting in the wing.
It's all good. Oh, well, one more thing that does relate to you actually. So what did the shark say after eating? What did the shark say after eating the clownfish?
Gee, I don't know. What did the shark say after eating the clownfish, Pepsi?
Tastes a little funny.
Listen,
Miss Toni Greene, folks. Miss Toni Greene.
Okay. All right. Hey, thank you. Now it's time for you to go back to the phone line.
Here I go.
Yeah, we go. Okay, I'll talk to you in a little bit. My, oh my. Once again, the old adage, you get what you pay for. So I'm sorry. Tastes a little funny. I know funny. Speaking of amazing, let's get off the funny and go to amazing. I want to bring on Toni. Are you ready for me? Shake your head for me. Okay, I think she's laughing, or I think she's embarrassed. One or the other. One of the two. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, from way over in the Midwest somewhere, and I think she's frozen. I could be wrong, but wave to me. I think she's frozen. We'll find out. Might have to. She's rebooting. She's frozen. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Pepsi back. Good. Thank God. I don't want to talk to you no more. Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the amazing celebrity medium on this show right here on the Peter G Show, Miss Toni Greene. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I thought I lost you there for a second. And
I know. All of a sudden, everything was like whirly-wheeling. Is that what they call it? Whirly-wheeling? Yeah.
I don't know, but no, that's how the show normally goes. We are pretty whirly-willy, but Pepsi's. Oh my gosh! This is
like cracking me up. That first joke that he told about the bus and the toad, I had to repeat it in my head, and then I was like cracking up at it once I got it.
But that's the whole thing. It's really not that funny, but because it's really not that funny, it's you don't know what I have to deal with over here. It's not easy. It's not easy being me. I had long dark hair before I met Pepsi. Look what I'm dealing with. See what I mean? He should be working right now. Back to work. Anyway, I want to thank you for taking the time. I know you got a pretty busy schedule, but for being on the show tonight, I'm really looking forward to this. And I know that the couple of people that are going to be on the show with us are looking forward to this too. Why don't you tell? I didn't even give too much of a description about you, just that you're a psychic medium, but you're also an author. You got several books out. Why don't you tell everybody, a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get to to what you do best, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, thank you so much for having me on. It's such an honor to be here. So I'm a psychic medium. I've, for as long as I can remember, I'm actually a channel, which means information comes through me for people. It just kind of comes out of my mouth. And I started doing it professionally, I want to say in 2006. Prior to that, I was just doing it for free. It's always better to get paid, folks. I'm just saying. And yes, I have 7 books. Two of them are poetry and channeled messages from above, and then 4 of them are daily meditation books, and then one of them is a transformational guide. And then I have a whole book in this phone right here. Oh, that's my little Max. Well, he's not with us anymore, but that's not the point. Yep, this is how I really talk. It is. Okay, put the phone down. A whole book in there that I need to put in the computer and publish. That is basically, I want to call them one-offs because I really don't know what they're called, but they're like one little sentence statements that are very kind of snarky. As a matter of fact, Pepsi, I think you'd enjoy it a lot because they're very, very snarky statements.
Well, yeah, I think he looks for those kind of jokes for the show, but believe me, we have a whole different set that goes on. I mean, I don't even want to get into it, but the fact is, like little to no work gets done a lot of times because of the baloney that goes on between us. I mean, we still laugh at our own crap from 25 years ago, or 20 years ago, and that's kind of sad, but it's still funny to us, So anyway.
No, that's good though. That's good. Life is, life is like last a minute. You have to make it a good minute.
Yeah,
that's all we can say. Yeah.
So you do this. And I asked you earlier, but I wanted to tell my studio, my audience, you don't do astrology.
Nope.
Yours is totally mental, mind, everything from talking to deceased to telling about as you told me, about the future, your career, your finances, your love, or your life. You're correct?
Yeah. So, okay. So yeah. So, I can help you connect with loved ones on the other side. And, if you have questions, conversations, comments that you want to have with them, absolutely 100%. I do my best. I just need their first name and their relationship to you. And then I do my best to bring you their messages. And then I also, if people have questions about their life, about career, life, love, finances, and any aspect of love at all, or any aspect of life at all, I can try to direct. And even people have asked me questions about like everything from their personal life and their children and their thing, all the way to like, what is it? Things like what is our purpose, and etheric things, along with like, should I invest in this and should I invest in that, and what's going to happen in the world. And it's funny because I've been telling people, everybody keeps asking me, I'm not giving financial advice unless you want it. Don't come at me, blah, blah, blah. People come in my office and they say like, should I invest in Bitcoin? I'm like, oh my God, no, don't invest in Bitcoin. And they're like, why not? And I'm like, well, first of all, this is, it is owned, they pretend they don't know who owns it, who started this. Oh, that's charming. That's
a lot of people.
Charming. Do you really believe our government doesn't know who owns something in our country?
No. Well, again, but
no.
Okay.
If they're saying they don't know who owns it, that means they're hiding who owns it.
I guess I don't even know, and I don't want to know with Bitcoins and all that. I'm kind of taking the risk and not worrying about that.
Well,
but if I was a not doing this show, I would honestly say I got a lot of questions for you, because I would love to know a lot of things, because I'm always curious. I told you I believe in this stuff, and I've seen what you do, and that's why we're going to kind of prove the point to a few people tonight. And only those people will know. But I think that, that they're not, these are just people that entered to come onto this show to get a reading from you. What I want to do is, if it's okay, I want to at least get one call in now.
Absolutely.
And then I'll step out of the picture and let you do your thing. But I just want the people to get an oversight on you, on, where you've been, what you've been doing, how long you've been doing it, the gift that you have and how you use what you have. I mean, I asked you this too the other day, that does this tire you out? And you said no, like this is just part of your everyday breathing. Is that true?
Yeah. Actually, I get, when you're working with angels, their energy comes in and it enlightens you, is a good way of saying it. That gives you more energy, if you will. Yeah.
Okay, just checking, because again, I've been fortunate enough to do a few shows with a few different psychic or intuitive readers and all this, and everybody's kind of different. They all have their different little quirks and what, how they work and what they do, and so we're just kind of feeling you out. And here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna make the first call. The caller that won the lucky reading with you tonight. Her name is Sally, and we're going to give her a call. And should have done this ahead of time, but I didn't. Okay, we're going to give her a call, and again, we set it up ahead of time so that way she'll be there, and then we'll let you talk to her in the. Let's see what's going on here. Please work.
Please.
One ringy dingy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hi. Thank you for calling.
Sally.
Yes,
Hi, it's Peter G. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
You should be, because you are one of the lucky winners, sweetheart. And right here I have Toni Greene, not sitting next to me, but it feels like she is kind of on the line. And I'm going to turn you over to Toni, and I'm going to let you get out of this, whatever was in your mind, and let her do her thing, and then we'll talk real quick about that. All right?
Okay.
I'm just the middleman today. I'm going to step out. She's running the show. So Sally, Toni, this is Sally, and you guys do whatever you do.
Hi, Toni.
Hi, Sally. How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for entering. So, Sally, I want to get started with you. So, the way we can do this tonight to get you what you want to know is any questions you have about life, love, career, finances, any aspect of your life at all, or if you want to connect with loved ones or both, we can go back and forth. It's okay. Where would you like to start, Sally?
Okay. My mother was our county's second COVID fatality back in March of 2020. And it was a real stress. She was 93 years old, but she was very healthy. And she died very suddenly, and it was COVID. And because of the circumstances, I actually had to have her cremated, and we could not have a viewing or a funeral. And that really bothers me that I went against her wishes and had her cremated. And I was wondering if you could be able to tell me if she understands why we had to do what we had to do because of the COVID virus.
Yeah. Okay. So what? I know she's here, but I would like you. Can you please tell me your mother's first name again?
Yes, Ruth.
Ruth. Okay. So first and foremost, your mother is saying thank you for everything, and she's so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Well, thank you.
And I'm so sorry for how traumatic it was. It must have been very difficult and literally traumatic for you to go through that and to have to go against your mother's wishes. Now your mom is here, and the first thing she's saying is it's this song, and it's every little thing is gonna be all right. And I know I can't sing. Please don't email Peter and tell him that girl can't sing. Don't let her sing. I know I can't sing. It's okay. But they like to use songs to communicate, so I use songs to communicate. But she's every little thing is going to be all right. So she's saying, and then that song, "Don't Worry, Be Happy." She's saying, so to me, that's her saying, this is not even something you should think about. This is not even something you should worry about. This was not in your hands. She's doing like the hand, like the wiping the hands clean motion. This was not in your hands. You didn't have anything to do about it. You couldn't go against what they wanted. And she is okay with the way everything turned out. She's really okay with the way everything turned out. She is very well aware for you and everybody, friends and family. She was able to spend time with them to understand what they said. Even though there wasn't a service, she was able to know what each person felt about her passing. And a lot of people just felt this was very, very tragic, very, very tragic. And she was able to feel that and hear them and spend time with them individually. She's been to several people in their dreams. Even if they don't recall the dream with her, she has been with several people in their dreams. And she's going to be spending more time with people in their dreams moving forward. She's not going to be going anyplace anytime soon. And she wants you to know that she is going to be spending a lot more time with you. Now, I don't know if this is a pet on the other side or a pet that is still in this in our physical world, or if it's in the spiritual world. But she's showing me a dog. And I don't know if this dog has transitioned to the other side or if the dog is here, but she's showing me a dog. Can you tell me, where is this dog?
My dog would be on the other side.
And this was not the way I'm seeing the dog. I could be seeing it as a puppy, but I don't think so. I think it was like kind of a medium-sized dog, not a big dog. Is that accurate?
Could you give me a color?
I could, but I would probably be wrong. I'm seeing it as a lighter dog, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Come on, woman. I'm coming up with a dog and it's little. Come on. I would give you a name if I could. I'm telling you, there's a dog with her. She's letting me know there's a dog with her. Now, if this is your dog, she wants you to know that they are I don't know. I'm just going to say it the way I'm hearing it. I've never heard it this way before. Running in rainbows, meaning it's, I don't know what, I've never heard that before. I'm not really sure what that means, but running in rainbows. Meaning in heaven. They're just in heaven and they're running in rainbows and they're having fun and they're playing together. And she has this dog. I do see it as, I don't know if it's not as a puppy. It's definitely not as a puppy, but this dog is definitely with her and she's showing it for you for a reason. So I'm going to just say this is the dog that you had that transition. And I'm going to tell you, it's very, very important for her to tell you that even the dogs, even the pets are here. There's no separation in the afterlife. There's no separation, and we're all together and we're here and we're enjoying it. And don't worry, be happy. That song, don't worry, be happy. And don't ever think about the fact that she had to be cremated again, because she has accepted it and it's okay. And that she is letting you know that it's a non-issue. Now, another thing she's showing me, and this is a confirmation, and the confirmations are very weird. Okay. And now I know a lot of people eat toast. I know that. I get that. A lot of people eat toast in the morning, but for some reason she's showing me toast. And I don't know if this is something you eat in the morning or she ate in the morning. It's a very weird thing to show me, but she is showing me toast also. So that is supposed to be in some way a confirmation for you. and maybe that's what she could eat toward the end, because it was easier on her system, even though she was healthy. I don't know why she's showing me toast, but she's showing me toast. So, okay, that's the answer to your first question about her being okay with with the way everything happened. And she is okay. She does communicate often with people on this side. She communicates with them often, and she's saying in her cute little voice, but they don't hear me. I'm trying to talk to them, and they don't hear me. And that's pretty cute of her to say. Okay, so Sally, I'm going to ask you, do you have any questions? What is the next thing you would like to ask your mother?
Okay, I do have a question. The property where I grew up, it's 125 acre old farm. It was an old homestead that has been in my father's family for several hundred years, and I would like to know if either my mother or my father, who are both passed on, do they have any? I would like to probably tear down the original homestead and the barns, and I want to know if they're okay if I do that.
Yeah, the first thing I hear is go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. And then they're showing me what I think is what you are you thinking of building on it once you tear down? Are you thinking of building on it?
Yes.
Okay, because they're showing me and your mom is saying like, make it nice, make it yours, like, take it and make it yours. They don't have any problem whatsoever with like, I'm hearing the statement, out with the old, in with the new. And when they were here, they may have been a little bit more attached to it as it was, but now that the emotion and the attachment for this is gone, what they're saying is it will have so much more value once you're done with it. Like, they would have thought, like, that old school way of, we need to keep it the way it was, the same as it ever was, is kind of the statement I'm getting there. But now that you are going to build on it, they're seeing how this is going to improve the property and how it's going to bring more value to the property. But they're also saying, boy, do you have your work cut out for you. It's going to be a little bit more than you think it's going to be, financially and work-wise, but it's going to be so worth it when you are done. When you're done with this project, it's going to be so worth it. You're going to be so happy with it. And that, I'm going to say to you, that is one of the things that people don't always realize, and I love to be able to tell people, is what people on the other side, once they transition, once people go back home, the one thing they want, because they see things so differently, they just want us to be happy. They realize that life is really short, and they realize, like, even if you live to be 108, it's like a blip in time. And what they would say to us is, do what makes you happy. And by you doing what makes you happy, you're going to teach others to do what makes them happy. And what they want to say to you is, don't second guess yourself any longer. Do what makes you happy, move forward, and just live live a happy, joyful life. And if that's what makes you happy, don't even think twice about it. Just do it. Don't worry about what they think or where their feelings are about it, because they're saying we don't have to deal with it anymore. We don't have to. We're not going to. They're going to be there, but they're not going to be there any longer. They're just going to have that. It's not like they have to spend the night there, even though they etherically will be there. They just want you to make it yours, is the statement that they would use. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I need to ask you, Sally, do you know anybody by the name of, and they can be here in the physical realm or there, but do you know anybody? I keep hearing the name Fred. Does that name mean anything to you? And again, it can be a grandpa, it can be an uncle, it can be and it can be somebody here. Does the name Fred, because I just keep hearing it while I'm trying to give you their messages, I just keep hearing the name Fred. So does that mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't actually.
Okay, that's okay. It might hit you later, or it might be somebody who's coming into your life. A lot of times when I give a name, because it's not whom you're thinking of, a lot of times later on they'll go, oh my goodness, that was my dad's whatever. If you think of it while we're talking, that's great. If not, that's okay. And it sometimes I've seriously had this happen where somebody gets back to me and they're like, oh my God, Fred is somebody that I went to high school with, even, this many years later. So it could be anybody, but somebody by the name of Fred. I just keep hearing the name Fred. If you do think of it, or if it does come to you, let me know. If not, that's okay. It could be for Pepsi or for Peter, who knows? But let's go to your next question. What would you like to ask next?
Okay, I was wondering if you could see any. There were initials that were very significant to my mother, and I was wondering if you could see anything with that. And you sort of hit something about how she was doing something with her hands. And sometimes, you mentioned it before, so that was right on. But I was wondering if she was giving out an initial, 3 initials when she did that.
No, and what I'm getting, I'm not getting. I know I'm not getting the initials that she's getting yet. I might get them later because something else just popped in my head that is completely unrelated to this. If I do get the initials, I will let you know. I'm sorry that I'm not getting them right now. But we can come, if I do get it, I will come back to it. I promise you. If they come to me, I will come back to it. Okay, love?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Word.
What's your next question, love?
I was wondering, we have several properties, and I was wondering what your thought is on if we should keep them all or liquidate them.
Okay, so the first thing, as soon as you said we have several properties, the first thing I heard is sell them. If you're thinking about selling a property, now is the time to sell it. Depending on where the property is, especially because some areas the properties are going for very, very, very high amounts right now. They're being bought out by corporations, not individuals. So if you are no longer attached to these properties and you're ready, letting go of them. But the one thing I am hearing for you is to let go of them one at a time, not all at once. Letting go of them one at a time is going to be a little bit more lucrative and a little bit less stressful for you. It's going to make they're using the term releasing of them releasing them a better experience, but also they're just saying it won't be as stressful. And don't, like, somebody's going to come through. I feel like somebody's going to come through, and like maybe your realtor or maybe somebody, okay, here's what I'm getting, and this is why I'm getting it. And I'm going to tell you this because it's coming in bit by bit. Sell them one at a time. If you let your realtor know you have several properties and you're going to be letting them all go, your realtor may try to bundle them off. Do not do that. I don't give a happy crappy poop what your realtor tells you. Do not do it. I don't give a shite and shiningle what your realtor tells you or what kind of offer she brings to the table for bundling this real estate. Do not do it. I don't care how good it looks on paper. Do not do it. Now, if you tell your realtor, nope, we're going to do these one at a time, we're not even going to list 2 of them at the time, you're going to get a better price. Your realtor or somebody your realtor knows may tell somebody that you have several properties and they're going to try to make you an offer that's going to be easy. It's going to be, oh, we're going to do this for you and it's going to be so convenient and it's going to be so easy. No, don't do it. Don't do it. If you do them one at a time or individually, you will make more money. So what I'm going to tell you is when these properties come, if somebody says, I want to buy 2 of them, say, that's fantastic. I would love to sell you 2 of them. Let's do the first deal and then we'll do the second deal. Don't give anybody a discount. You're not a Costco. You're not a superstore, okay? You sell them one at a time and you get the greatest profit possible on all of them. So that is what I'm getting for you, Sally. I hope this was very helpful for you. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that it gave you some peace and closure with your mom.
Oh, it did. It helped me a lot, and thank you so much.
Sally,
Yes.
who's your favorite nighttime Wednesday show?
Oh, Peter, would that be you?
A cheap ploy. Listen, Sally, I hope that she gave you something. I know it's hard because everybody wants to hear what they want to hear, but all I can tell you is that later on we're going to give out Toni how you can get a hold of Toni, and sometimes in private things are a lot better too than doing it all over the universe on the air live like this. And that's all I've just realized that through my own experiences as well. But I hope this gave you something more than what you came in with.
Oh, I was thrilled that you called. I was so excited. Thank you so much.
Well, you can thank Pepsi for picking your name out, and Toni Greene for being here to be lovely enough to do this for us.
Yes, thank you both. Thank you.
All right, love you, baby. Just
Bye-bye.
Keep on watching. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, there we go. That's what do you think about that, Missy?
I think it's good.
What do
you think about it, Peter?
Well, I'm sitting in the background. I don't know. I don't know what goes through your head when you're doing this. I mean, it's like she's looking for certain things and you're coming up with certain things, and sometimes it's real roundabout and people can say, well, yeah, anybody could have had a dog or this and that, but you know what I mean? This is where I'm going to get tomorrow. I'm going to get all this kind of flack. So explain a little more.
Here's what I say is, it's not like TV. I always tell people, I know people watch certain shows that have this on it. It's not like TV, and they do a million different takes on those TV shows to get where they get. And sometimes on the other side, color doesn't show up the same way it does here. So if I would have said to her, I see this dog as tan, and she would have said, oh, that's not my dog. It doesn't matter. Even my dogs, I see my dogs in dreams on the other side. And a lot of times they show up as big wolf dogs. Sometimes they show up as itty bitty puppies. Sometimes they don't always show up exactly as they were here. My mom, who died at 74, miss you, mama. She always shows up in her 30s for me. And I personally would not remember what my mom looked like in her 30s, but that's how she shows up, and I just know it's her because of her energy. So how people show up on the other side and how they show up here, it can be a little bit different. The fact that that her mother showed me the dog, I think that deserves some props. Not everybody has dogs. Not everybody had a dog, but whatever. If either people are going to believe it or not, I'm not here to change anybody's life.
I'm in. I just like sometimes I just know because of my past doing this, and somebody said to me, goes like, oh yeah, like they didn't see that on Facebook, you know.
I don't even know Sally's last name. I couldn't look her up to save my life. Right? Yeah, I know, I get it. Because there are, like, I'm going to totally validate that. There are people who do Facebook Lives. And I've had a friend of mine, Marla Martinson, who's intuitive also. And she's she's a, what do they call a millionaire matchmaker? So she helps set millionaires up with partners, or she's just a high-end dating. What do they call those things when you go to them and they set you up with people? Not like a sugar daddy.
A madam.
No, she doesn't. Yes, those two, but no, she doesn't do that.
I don't know.
Marla, I'm so sorry right now. No. A matchmaker. She's a matchmaker.
Okay.
And she does
That's it.
She's also extremely intuitive. But she was on a Facebook Live with another intuitive person, and she said she could tell that as soon as the person clicked in on her, they went to her page and started just reading things off of her page. So that does happen. I get it. There are people out there who do the best they can, and it might not seem as legit as some other things, but it is what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. We are going to go on to the second and last person, because again, time is flying. Pepsi's like cracking the whip on me, and I'm saying, you know what, we're going to go overtime. I mean, well, I try to stay within. I try to. What you like that?
Maybe.
So let me recap.
It depends. Not a viper's tongue. Not a viper's tongue. Those things sting. Not that I know personally, but I'm just saying.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
A little puppy paddle, though. I'm all in all day.
What color red is that your face is wearing? Okay. Look at Pepsi.
When did this show turn into this?
You're playing with you're messing with fire around here, you know. That's all I can tell you.
Pepsi's much more red than I am.
Oh yeah. But this is what I deal with. Okay. Well, anyway, okay, let's get back to normal here, whatever normal is.
Let's keep it professional, folks.
Well, I thought we were. I just playing words.
It was all good and professional, and then you brought me in.
Well, it is, but we're all human, you know, and it's good to be having a little bit of fun too. I mean, can't be all. I tell you, I'd rather be laughing than crying. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
okay.
So here's what we're going to do. Yeah. Let me call up the next one. He just texted me. It's Leslie. We're going to be calling Leslie now. Leslie, and I don't know what she's got on her mind, but we're going to do that right now. So let's see. One ringy dingy.
Hello,
Leslie.
Yeah, how you doing?
It's Peter G from the Peter G Show. You're live on the air, okay?
All right.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm here. We're just happen to be doing a show, and I just happen to have celebrity psychic Toni Greene staring right at me, and she's ready to take you on. So I hope you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, I'm stepping aside. Toni, this is Leslie. Leslie, Toni, good luck, and I'll be back in a little bit.
Awesome. Hey,
right,
Leslie,
Toni.
how are you this evening?
All right. And how are you?
I'm excellent, Leslie. Where are you located, love?
Pensacola, Florida.
Ah, I love Florida. I love it. Love Florida. Okay, Leslie, you can ask me any questions about life, love, career, finances, or loved ones on the other side. If you'd like to connect with loved ones on the other side, I just need their first name and their relationship to you, and then any conversations or comments you would have wanted to have with them. Where would you like to start, beautiful?
I'd like to start with talking to somebody, Kevin.
Okay, and who was Kevin to you?
He's my youngest grandson's dad.
Okay. I'm sorry, he's your youngest grandson or your youngest grandson's dad?
Youngest grandson's dad.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Okay, did he have lighter hair?
It was kind of lightish brown, yeah.
Yep. Okay, he's here. I see him. He's here. So is there something you would like to say or start with him?
I'd just like to know why.
Okay, so before you say anything else, I don't want people to think I'm picking this up for you. Now, Leslie, I don't know your last name. I don't have any info on you, but the first thing I get with this, there's a very somber energy with this. It's very heavy in my heart. My heart feels very, very sad. And the first thing I hear the first thing I hear him saying is desperate, desperate, desperate. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Desperate times call for desperate. He didn't mean to do what he did. I feel like something got out of control. This is what I'm getting. And I need to explain, sometimes when things come through, I can hear part of it before it comes through. What he's saying is just coming out of my mouth, and I'm not even hearing a lot of it before it comes out. So I hope it's okay to swear on this show, just in case that happens. I'm joking, kind of. What he is saying, though, he didn't mean for it to go. He didn't mean for it to go, he didn't mean for it to go as far as it went. So whatever he was doing, whatever happened, he didn't think, he never thought it would go this far. He never thought it would go this far. This wasn't as intentional as people think it may have been. The people may be thinking this was a very intentional act, and it wasn't as intentional as people are thinking. He wants everybody to know that he is very, very remorseful or sorry for the way it went down. And he wishes he could start that day all over again. And he wishes that he could had, he's saying it didn't start with that day. First of all, it did not start with that day. Second of all, there's a million different things that if one of those things had been different, the outcome would have been different. But I feel like, again, he's saying desperate people do desperate things. Now, what I'm going to ask you is what he said. Now, this might not make sense to anybody else in the world, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to make sense to them. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, that's all that matters. And somebody else who's listening, if it doesn't make sense to them, well, it's just not supposed to. It's not their story. They don't know all the details. I don't know all the details. The only thing that this needs to make sense, it just needs to make sense to you. He does want to say he is completely apologetic. Like there's just this heaviness, this heavy like his head is down and he's right here. And I know if you're watching, he's like right off to my right here. So I can kind of see him, not clearly. And I have to explain, when I see people, they're like this big. So detailed descriptions are pretty impossible for me. But he's saying like he's very apologetic. He's very somber. His head is down. He's like, if I had just rethought, or just thought, if I just thought it through, or just rethought things, but it got out of control, and then it was done. It got out of control, and then it was done, and that was it. Having said that, and this makes sense to you, and now I know this makes sense to you, is there something else you would like to ask him or talk with him about?
Tell him I'm sorry for not helping him.
You couldn't. You know what? Those words came out of my mouth before I even could have thought them through. You couldn't physically, emotionally. Okay. There is nothing you or anyone else could have done to change this. It was inevitable. There is no one. Let's just call this these are his words, not mine. Let's just call this he's calling it a no-brainer. Okay, he's calling it a no-brainer.
Sounds like him.
He's saying, oh my God, I'm gonna totally massacre this because I don't know it, but I'm gonna do my best. It's like a hound dog with ticks, or something, like a coon dog or a hound dog. I can't give me something else, dude, because that I can't even get that out. I don't even know that today. It's like it's like maybe he's saying like a hound dog with fleas, or a tick on a hound dog, like a tick on a hound dog, where it just is burrowed in and you just can't get it out. You just can't get it out. It's so deep in, you can't get it out. That's what he's trying to say. It's like a tick on a hound dog, and this tick is so deep in, there's no getting it out. And that was the situation with him. Whatever was going on, it was so deep in, there was no saving it. So please don't feel like that. If you would have been there that day, there would have been the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next, and it was like a never-ending cycle. And this is he's singing the song to me, and even if he didn't listen to this type of music when he was here, but he's just singing this one line of this song. It goes, "That's on me, babe. That's not on you, babe." And I don't even know that those are the right words to the song. And yes, I do know that I'm not singing on beat or in tone or tune. Right. I'm not singing it right. I get it. I can't sing. We all know it. Anybody who knows me knows I sing. I can't sing. It's okay. But he does want to tell you that if it was inevitable. This was inevitable. There is
a question to ask is, did he used to visit his son when he first passed away?
He did, and he still does. He's not going anywhere. He is saying that he is going to be there. He's going to be there for everything. He's not going to miss one thing, which is more than he could say if he was here physically. If he was here physically, he may not be there for his son as much as he is there for him now. How old is your grandson, love?
He just turned 4.
Okay. When your grandson is 8.
Say what?
Uh-oh. We just...
Because only wheel again, and I'm hoping...
Toni?
Hi. Yeah.
Hey, okay, you left off at when her grandson was 8.
When he's going to be 8. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks. Sorry. When your grandson turns 8, he's going to have a lot of questions. What this guy Kevin is saying, and or what the person on the other side is saying, and I'm going to try to translate the best I can, is to make a book about his life and let it be honest without being brutal. Please be honest in the book without being what is that word that means putting everything out there the way yes put pictures of them together, use pictures, but be honest for 2 reasons. He doesn't want his son to go down the same road, number 1, and the biggest reason, and number 2, it will answer a lot of the questions that the son has, but it will also be a keepsake for your grandson and will help him to understand in a way that will be very good without having to answer the questions on the spot. So start writing this book now. Start putting this book together. Have a couple of people that knew him a little better help you. Be honest, but not brutal. That's what he's saying. And then that will help your grandson. And the other thing that he is saying is that he wants you to know and to please tell everybody oh my God, I'm feeling his emotion. So if I lose it a little bit, I really want to apologize. He wants everybody to know how sorry he is and how he really screwed the pooch, and how if only he had known better, he would have done better. But sometimes you just can't get it together enough to get it together for the next moment. Now that's his statement, not my statement. He also wants you to tell everybody, even though he might not have always been able to show them how much he loved them, he wants them to know he loves them so much, and he's with them, and he's working to help them to have a better life. And in some ways, and even though people won't, I don't like saying this, but if I hear it or I get it, I say it. In some ways, there will be a better quality of life because of the series of actions that happened. And remember, this was inevitable. This was a part of the plan. So if it hadn't been then, it would have been the next minute or the next day. It was meant to be like this. So if it hadn't been exactly this thing, that it happened this way, it would have been the next thing in the next minute or the next day. So please don't have any regrets. Don't feel like you could have saved it, stopped it, anything, because everything happened exactly as it was supposed to. And my God, I hope that this gives you peace and helps you to understand a little bit better. And please, when your grandson is 8, he is going to have a lot of questions. So please start preparing this now to help him, and to more so to help him not go down the same road. Okay, love?
Yes. That sounds all right.
Leslie?
Yeah, I'm here.
Anything real quick else off this topic? I mean, I think she gave you a pretty good bit. I hope it did you some good.
Did.
Well, I hope
Yeah.
anything real quick in your regular life or anything you want, and then we got to go.
Yeah, financial. Financial.
I'm hearing that right now money is a stressor or a struggle, or it recently was. I do feel like you're going to be getting a little relief. Now, when I say a little relief, I don't see it being I don't see it being like a huge lottery jackpot, but you are going to have some relief coming in. I feel like there's something coming in that's going to help you. And the way they show me money coming in is gold coins falling from the sky. And you know what? I'm gonna do two things really quick for you, everybody watching, rewatching, re-listening. We're gonna do two things. Anybody suffering from grief right now, let's clear that. Let's heal it. And sweetie, you might feel this in your head and in your heart. I instantly feel like a wave pushing me back. And so if you feel something right now, it's the healing. The angels come in and start healing this. And the second thing I want to clear is that there's something stopping or blocking abundance coming in. Now, this isn't only for you, beautiful, beautiful woman. This is for anybody listening, watching, anything. There's something stopping or blocking abundance from coming in and us accepting it. And I get a yes on that. So we're going to clear and heal that. And feel free to come back and watch and re-watch this as many times as you feel the need to, because there's different levels. We can take one level of receiving abundance and then go to the next level of receiving abundance. Now, really quick, going back to where I was with the abundance, they show me money coming in the form of gold coins coming down from heaven, and I see a smaller gold coin coming down for you first, and then there's another one they're holding up there. And these aren't the only gold coins. They have bags of gold coins for all of us. We're all supposed to be wealthy beyond what we can imagine, but our mind doesn't let us go there. And they're showing me they're ready. The first gold coin is very close to you. It should be coming in within a month and a half. Now, I'm going to say, when I say gold coin, it's not a literal gold coin. It's money coming in. The next gold coin, they're still holding on to it, but it's a little bit bigger. And I feel like, ironically, I don't like even saying this. I don't like to be so exact with my statements, but love, and this is a bittersweet one. The second gold coin is a very bittersweet one because I hear life insurance policy. Life insurance policy. Now, that's very exact, and I don't like to be exact, especially on a topic like that, because it's so bittersweet. Like, money's good, but we never want it that way, right? Unless, of course, the person was just evil. No, I'm kidding. Please be laughing at that. For the love of God, please be laughing at that. It was a third cousin I never met. Okay, bring the money. But they're saying there's two. One of them might be a life insurance policy, but that's a little further down the road. So there is relief coming in. So I want you to embrace that. And when you do get money, don't they're saying to use it wisely. Okay, love?
All right. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Absolutely.
All right, Leslie, I hope that brought you something better again than when you started this conversation.
Yeah, it did.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to ask you the same question I asked Sally. Who's your favorite show?
Peter G. Show.
Oh, don't get too excited. Yeah. All right. Listen, you take care. And again, you just keep on chiming in because look what it got you. So
yeah,
I appreciate
it.
I appreciate you too. And you, so again, keep on watching, and who knows, you may end up on this site again sometime. Who knows?
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Well, and I think Toni froze again. Toni, move your. Oh, there you are.
No,
Okay.
I was moving my little mousey, everything. I'm
yeah,
so sorry about the technical glitches, everybody. I'm so
okay.
sorry about that.
It happens, but okay. You know, that one was a lot more intense. You know, I don't know. It was you were. I mean, whoever that was to you came in a lot more. Had a lot more to say.
Yeah, you know what? Some people on the other side can come in really strong and can be very clear, and other people are a little, might not be as strong or clear for me, but I feel like everybody gets the message they need. They might not get the message they want, but they definitely get the message they need, and they get the and it might not make sense to them right away. And I'm going to tell you, I had a young couple in my office, and they wanted to connect with her mother, and I kept saying, I keep seeing this pink pumpkin. And it was near Halloween. I said, I keep seeing this pink pumpkin with, like, it's bedazzled. It's a bedazzled pink pumpkin. And they're like, we have no idea what you're talking about. They call me an hour later and they say, you know, we were on our home. We stopped at some random Taco Bell. And as we were leaving, we saw this pink pumpkin with jewels or stones on it. And I'm like, they're never wrong. So even if people don't understand the message when they get it, like the some of the things from the first message, they can be things that are coming in, not only things that have already happened. So I never worry about my messages, because I know the angels know what they're doing. I know what loved ones know what they're saying. Even if it doesn't occur to us in the moment, it will come to us.
Gotcha. Well, you know, you did, again, I hate having to rush you, you know, even the first call with Sally and all that. And because you just don't know. And this is why, if they're interested, they can get a hold of you. And again, speaking of getting a hold of you, because you're in the middle part of the country, but let's talk about how we can get a hold of you. If anybody wants to contact Toni Greene, to you know, get a personal reading. I know that there's, again, we're here on the show like this, and sometimes, you know, I don't know, I don't want to interfere with the whole deal, but I'm sure that maybe, you know, when you're more focused and not a lot of distractions, you get even more out of it, and you have more time to spend with them. And
Yes.
tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
You can go to my website, tonig.info, tonig.info, or you can call 414-897-2869, and I'm happy to help you in whatever way that I can.
I when you were talking about coins falling from heaven and stuff like that, it's like, I don't know, for me it's nothing but like rocks falling.
No, Peter, if I were going to tell you, okay, so first I want to say, you know, when people ask me if they should invest in cryptocurrency, and I always say no, I tell them, buy gold, not gold stock. Go out and buy like pieces of gold. Don't worry about the diamonds. Just buy gold. Right now, we should be stocking up at gold. Go to pawn shops, and this is not from a pawn shop, but go to pawn shops, see what's on clearance in gold, and buy gold. This is actually Archangel Michael. I feel like I need to explain that now. I need to validate it. But I always say that.
Gold is gold.
It is gold. The little thing on there is Michael, Archangel Michael. But do that. Don't go to the stock market right now. And I've said this for about a year now, and a couple of people have come in and they've said to me, you know, my financial advisor said the exact same thing to me this morning. And I'm like, yep, it's happening. What is happening right now behind the scenes? I'm just going to say this, what's happening right now behind the scenes financially. You want gold. I'm just going to tell you, you want gold. Even if you can only buy a couple pieces at a time, get gold. You want gold. Now, Peter, as for your financial situation, I see some changes coming in. You're like, no, stop. Don't tell me.
The Peter G Show repo man's coming.
No, you're actually going to be pleasantly surprised by some changes coming in. I feel like, even though you're not Irish, I feel like you're going to feel like you have the luck of the Irish going on. I feel like I'm hearing the number 6 in 6 months. So possibly over the next 6 months, you're going to have a trickle effect. Like it starts off small and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And you are really going to enjoy, you're going to be able to reap some rewards coming in. So whatever that means for you personally.
Well, I have been collecting my H&S green stamps.
Yes.
So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that set of china.
All right.
I didn't mean china of dishware or whatever, because we don't want to talk about
whatever they call it now. Yes.
All right. Well, again, me, I'm a lost cause. I mean, I might fry your brain if you try to go too deep in here. You don't want to go in here. It's dangerous territory. Don't ask, don't tell. But I do appreciate what I do is I do appreciate you coming on the show. I know it's later over there, and I don't know, what hours you work. But everybody deserves some time to relax and take it easy and live a normal life, a happy normal life, if that's possible anymore. But you took the time out of yours to come on this show, and I truly appreciate it very, very much. And I'm hoping maybe someday you'll come on back again.
Absolutely, I would absolutely love that. Whenever you want.
We won't. I won't be maybe in such a hurry the next time, and I won't have to crack the whip.
Oh.
Look at Pepsi. Oh boy! It's like, hey, it's time to play. Who's more red? Who's more red? Okay, that's yeah. Oh boy, can't take him anywhere.
You can't.
Listen, it's all good fun. It's all good fun.
Oh, good, clean fun.
That's right. That's right. All right. Listen, again, for all those interested in spending more time with Toni Greene privately and personally, you can contact her at these. This show will live on, so anybody can watch this show and get more out of it, and especially the callers that were in here. I hope that all the things you were talking about do come to fruition, and they little things that may not have dawned on them just do. And I do want to thank Jennifer Perry for referring me to you, because she's a hoot, and she's another one that
and let's give her show a shout out, Madam Perry Salon.
Madam Perry Salon. Well, she's been on this show. She was on this show about 1.5 years ago, maybe. And and we had fun. We had a lot of fun. But she has her own podcast. She does her own podcast too.
Yes. And, Madam Perry Salon, where you go in the little genie bottle and you sit down with people.
A genie bottle. That's what I need. I need a genie bottle. Yeah, make a wish. It's like,
yeah.
Pepsi made a wish, and he turned it into a puppet for 6 years.
Madam Perry.
I just have such a naughty thing to say about that, and I can't.
Okay, well, tell me off air. Tell me, it's okay. But don't forget it, old Pepsi, he was cursed for a while, and he was doing this show from a midget puppet body. And then finally the curse wore off, and he got to be himself. But I honestly, I think that I liked him in the puppet body. Yeah, honestly, I thought he was a lot more entertaining. Let's put it that way.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Anyway. Okay, so that's it. Anyway, so again, I thank you very much. God, we're going over. I hate rushing these things, and if I ever have to go to a strict 1 hour format, it's going to be really hard for me to go to a 1 hour format in the future here. But that's why I'll have other people cracking the whip. And, yeah. Anyway, okay, look at that. There's Madam Perry. I see you both. Let's see, Jennifer Perry says, "Thank you both for the love and the shout out for the Madam Perry Salon." I'm always supporting her, and she supports us too. So I'm very thankful. I love her to death from afar. She's over in Atlanta. But all right, listen. Again, I hope to be able to talk to you and see you more in the future, and everybody else too. I hope people will know how to tune into you. And you do a lot of stuff on YouTube and stuff too. You're on many platforms. You're on about as many platforms as I am. You're on YouTube and Facebooks and what else? Instagram too?
Yes, I do YouTube. I upload my show to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and then I also am on a number of podcasts, but I'm on WSCS, which is a television station, and Rude Rangers TV, who WSCS and Rude Rangers also put my show out on like Roku and a number of different streaming channels. So you can watch on the computer and you can watch on TV. But like if you have a big screen TV, don't put me on that. Nobody needs to see my face that big. Like,
why not? It's always great on the big screen.
Well, then you can see like all the little like,
you
right?
know,
Yeah.
honey, take a number. Okay, it is what it is. We're all just people. Okay, either way, but they can find you all over there, whether they want to watch on the big screen or not. I kind of, I like the big screen. I mean, it's what you shoot for, but it's all good. But either way, I look forward to speaking to you again in the future. And again, I couldn't thank you enough for coming on and hopefully enlightening some people and giving some people some great information. And I look forward to some great information in the future too, because I believe in what you do. I don't think every day could be the perfect day of everything I want to hear, but I do believe that, there's other things going on beyond you and I.
Yeah.
And you're lucky.
You're lucky. Thank you again for having me. It's been like
my pleasure. Let's get one more big screen close up here. Ladies and gentlemen, the infamous celebrity medium. That's where you go by, medium or psychic? Is it all the same?
Psychic medium.
Okay, the celebrity psychic medium, your friend and mine now, Miss Toni Greene. Go look her up and go check her out. All right, there you go. All right, I love you. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There you have it, folks. All right there, celebrity Toni Greene, psychic medium. One thing I've learned about this kind of stuff, when you're dealing with people who have this gift, you're not always going to get what you want immediately. I know everybody goes into these things and they're going, I want to hear this, I want to hear this. And sometimes it's like you hang up or you go and visit them and you go, crap, I wish I could have asked her, put it this way or put it that way. And all I'm saying is, you never know what you're going to get. And the only way you're going to get what you're going to get is if you try. So if I were you and you're into the, again, I believe, and it's another story. It'll be in the book, but one day, but you need to try. Speaking of try, let's try to get Pepsi back in the scene here and see what the hell is going on with him. Ladies and gentlemen, back from a 6-pack and a half.
Yeah.
Well,
Miss Toni Greene. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you were
psychic
like
medium, the TV and radio show host and author. Yeah. She's great.
I know you were flailing your arms. We got to go. But it's hard to change, to rush this kind of stuff,
It's network, baby. It's network.
Well,
that's network.
Well, that's
But
I mean,
you're right. It's rush. She's good. Yeah. Miss Toni Greene.
Yeah, I'm watching these. I'm watching the. I don't know if you're watching the feed. I'm kind of watching the feed of the live comments and stuff, and it looks like there was somebody in there trying to get like people to go to somebody else's. Opposer.
Yes.
Well, yeah, somebody trying to get like, hey, go book a reading with
yes.
else.
Yeah. You got to be careful about that. So
yeah, I'm not even going to say their name, but I mean,
right.
So people were tuning in. So she's obviously that popular that people knew they need to come in and try to steal her show, but not going to happen.
Right.
Anyway,
Right.
So your answer, Michael, is I don't know. I'm willing to think that they're just what do you call that? They're just ghosting on the internet and trying to drive their own traffic.
Yeah. Hijacking. That's what.
Google.
I mean, hello,
Green.
Google.
Yeah, they're trolls.
Google.
Trolls. Thank
Control
you. My psychic told me that.
Yeah. Miss Toni Greene, though, she was great, right? 414-897-2869 is the number.
I have a feeling you might be dialing that number. No, you got your own now. You got a new. It changed your life last month when you were with when you spoke to Carrie Schubert, right?
Yes, just all of them. It's just
Not everybody can do what they do.
Everybody has, but the people that have the gift, to tune in. So anyway, do you believe or you don't? But anyway, it's next week, the 20th.
Oh, thank you for pushing me along here, because I was going to tell you. I'll tell you a closing joke since you were on the jokes.
Please tell me.
Next week, okay, wait. Wednesday, April 20th, coming up. Radio talk show host from the Red Pill Hardcore Show, V, live from Poland, all right? You're not going to want to miss it. Exactly. You're not going to want to listen. April 20th, Wednesday, live from Poland, radio talk show host, V. We're going to find out what's going on over there, his take on what's going on with the current events, and we will not be on YouTube next week. I can tell you that right now.
That pretty much goes without saying, right?
Yes, I mean, not all shows. See, here's the sad part. It's only a small portion of the stuff that we do here that will be that's going to get censored due to nobody wants to hear the truth.
You're right.
But the rest of the stuff, we're pretty good. We're pretty, middle of the road. And
just trying to share truthful information.
Right,
what's wrong with that? So just be kind.
A lot of people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it.
Head in the sand.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, but don't forget next week.
Head
and shoulders, and but either way, I want to thank Toni Greene for coming on this show and making it a success, and Pepsi, I want to thank you for I just want to thank you. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Thank you. I just want to thank you for being a friend. Hold hands. Let's hold hands.
Who loves you, baby? Who loves you? Yeah.
Look, put your hands to the right. No, go ahead. There you go. All right. Anyway, what are friends for? Yeah, I'm not being gay. I'm just being
I love
friendly.
you, man. I love you. Yeah.
All right. Listen. So we got to go.
Great
Anything you want to tell anybody before we leave? And then we got to get the hell out of here. I know we're.
I love you, man. I love you. Great show,
Peter. Right. We love you. I love you too, and we love everybody. That's Pepsi, folks. Say sayonara.
Sayonara.
All right. There you go. Yeah. All right. Listen. Don't forget next week, Wednesday, April 20th, radio talk show host V from the Red Pill Hardcore Show, live from Poland. Going to be right here. Don't miss it. Anything else I want to get to real quick is I want to wish everybody a happy Easter, a happy American Easter for those who observe. I'm Greek. We're going to be having our Easter a week after. It's all over the map. Don't ask. That's a whole show within itself. But for those who observe Easter, happy Easter coming up. And that's it. As always, be kind, because life is really not what it's all cracked up to be or should be right now, and it's tough. But try to be kind, and just remember, you don't have to take a bunch of crap from people, but you don't have to take. Just be kind. You don't have to be an ass either. Just handle it. It'll all come back in the long run. But that's it. I'm Peter G. You're watching Life of Peter G, the Peter G Show right here. And it's on demand. Live on. Don't forget the Apple Podcasts, or just Google Peter G Show podcast. Comes up on 25 different platforms, if not more now. And you can take the Peter G Show on the go. Listen to it in your ear while you're at work, because work is boring. And this is good. And we'll see you next week, like clockwork, God willing, where we're going to have the infamous talk show host V live from Poland. You're not going to want to miss it. All right. I love you guys. As always, my name is Peter G. You're watching the Peter G Show, and I'm really happy to be here and grateful to be anywhere. It's not easy being me. Don't ask. See you next week. Love you guys. Peace out.
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad, Peter G Show.